Hello friends, my name is Sanchit Gupta and I am back with another video. Please have a copy and a pen to write down the content for better understanding. Let's start. What we are going to learn in this video. First of all, we are going to learn what is sentence. Second, what are the types of sentences. Third, definition of types of sentences. Fourth, rules or tips of conversion of those sentences. And lastly, example of conversion of sentences. So, what is sentence? Sentence is a set of words that is put together to mean something. A sentence is the basic unit of the language which expresses a complete thought. It is basically comprised of three things: subject, verb, object. For example, let me introduce myself. Here, me act as subject, introduce act as a verb, and myself act as an object. So, there are three types of sentences. First one is simple sentences. Let's have some examples. Children are playing in park. Joe is eating his food. Linda is playing games. Second one is compound sentences. Children are playing but in park. Joe is eating and enjoying his food. Linda is playing as well as winning game. And third one is complex sentences. Example for this is: children are playing happily since I left. Joe is eating early because he is hungry. Linda is playing the game so that she can learn it. Let's talk about definition of simple sentence. So what is simple sentence? Simple sentence is a sentence which has only one independent clause. It is also considered complete with only one finite verb and one subject. For example, boys are playing. You are working hard. I live in India. Now coming towards second one, definition of compound sentences. A compound sentence is a sentence which has at least two independent clauses and is joined by a conjunction or a comma. For example, he was smart, so he was promoted. He worked hard, therefore he succeeded. So as we can see, he was smart and he was promoted, as well as he worked hard and he succeeded. These are independent clauses and these are joined by conjunction, so and therefore respectively. Now let's talk about the third one, definition of complex sentences. A complex sentence is a sentence which is made up of one independent clause and one or more subordinate or dependent clauses. For example, he was always honest, although he was a poor man. My friend is the one who is in red dress. Now, as we can see, he was always honest as well as my friend is the one. These are the main clauses. And although he was a poor man and who is in the red dress, these are dependent clauses. Now, conjunction used in compound and complex sentences. In compound sentences, we use conjunctions such as and, but, or, nor, neither, either, as well as. In complex sentences, we use who, whom, which, if, unless, where, why, so, that, least, as, because, since, when, while, till, until, before, after. Now, let's talk about conversion of simple sentences to complex sentences. First one, by adding a noun clause to the principal clause. Basically, noun clauses and other clauses are vast topic as they are further classified or divided into types or conditions. And if you want to learn about that, please do tell me in the comment section. I would like to create a new video regarding that. So, what is noun clause? Noun clause can be the subject of the verb, object of the verb, or object of preposition. It is basically introduced in a sentence by the conjunction that. It can also be introduced by other conjunctions like if, whether, who, where, when, what, etc. Now, let's take some examples. You seem to be a fool. It seems that you are a fool. She confessed her guilt. She confessed that she was guilty. The child appears to be angry. It appears that child is angry. Here, it seems that, she confessed that, it appears that are used as noun clause. So now let's talk about changing simple sentence to the complex sentence by adding adverb clause to the principal clause. So so what is adverb clause? An adverb clause is a group of words that function as an adverb in a sentence. The clause can modify or describe verb, adverbs, and adjectives. Adverb clause begin with subordinating conjunction like after, even though, if, since, that, what, when, where, which, because, etc. Now let's have some examples. The stone is too heavy to pick up. The stone is so heavy that one cannot pick it up. So as we can see in the first example, we elaborate the adjective too heavy using so heavy, and so it becomes an adverb clause. Same as in the second example, he is too fat to run. He is so fat that he cannot run. Next example, he is the smallest boy in the class. No other boy in the class is as small as he is. So here we can see that we change the smallest boy, the adjective, into as small as he. So this becomes adverb clause. Now let's talk about changing simple sentence to complex sentence by adding adjective clause to the principal clause. So what is an adjective clause? An adjective clause is like an adjective which comes before noun or pronoun to modify it. Adjective clause add more information to a sentence. They usually begin with who, which, that, where, when, whose, whom, etc. to modify the noun. So let's take some examples. This building was built during the time of British. This is a building which was built during the time of British. So as we can see that while converting the sentence, we use the adjective clause which was built to modify the noun building. In the next example, it was a black dog. It was a dog that was black. Now we use the adjective clause that was black to modify the noun dog. Next example, he wore a black jacket. He wore a jacket which was black. It was same as described in the previous example. The which was black was used to modify the noun jacket. Lazy people find a way to do the work quickly. The people who are lazy find a way to do the work quickly. Here we use the adjective clause who are lazy as it describes the noun people. Now let's talk about conversion of simple sentences into compound sentences. A simple sentence can be changed into a compound sentence by expanding a word or a phrase into coordinate clause by using a coordinate conjunction like and, nor, but, yet, so, etc. Let's take some examples. He was honored for his honesty. He was honest and so he was honored. Taking his gun, he shot at the bird. He took his gun and shot at the bird. He worked hard to succeed. He wanted to succeed, so he worked hard. So as we can see, and so are the conjunction that are used for formation of compound sentences. Now, moving forward, let's talk about conversion of compound sentences into simple sentences. A compound sentence can be changed into a simple sentence by using a participle or a prepositional phrase or a gerund or infinitives in a place of coordinate clauses. Let's take some examples. He was very weak, so he couldn't walk. He was too weak to walk. He met the principal and came back. After meeting the principal, he came back. He was too poor, so he couldn't pay the debt. He was too poor to pay the debt. So, as we can see in the first example, in the place of so he couldn't walk, we use the infinitive to walk while changing. In the second example, after the meeting, after meeting the principal was used as the prepositional phrase while changing compound sentence to simple sentence. And in this third one, we use the infinitive to pay in the place of so he couldn't pay the debt to change the compound sentence into a simple sentence. Okay friends, with this I came to an end of my video. Please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, if you like the video, please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.